in the building as well. Always good to see my guy. Salute to Andy in the building, man. My brother. Great deal for Kolton. This is facts, man. Perfect deal for both parties. Once again, for those who are just joining the show, Kolton signed late last night, you guys. 3-year extension, $66 million total, $42.5 million guaranteed. I believe right now this makes him like the 7th highest paid left tackle in football. I took some notes last night. 7th among left tackles. Oh no, this is from a Scout. Salute to my brother Scout on Twitter as well. Complete deal. He's the 13th highest at left tackle. Okay, new extension makes him tied for 7th amongst left tackles. Complete deal. He's 13th at left tackle. So I'm thinking he's talking about this year included with the new deal, and 17th overall at the tackle spot, which is a great deal for us. So new 3-year deal, $66 million deal, in addition to Miller's 1-year deal, $15.68 million deal in 2025. Total new deal is 4 years, $81.68 million, $20.42 million annually. So that is a great move. Salute to Scout putting that up there on Twitter as well. So I love it, man. I love it.
Can you hear me now, bro?
Yes, you are.
I didn't want to cut you off. Like, come on, like you know me better than that. I didn't want to cut you
off.
No,
it's all good, brother. I had no clue you were live either. We would have connected the dots early on if I knew you were going to go live.
Well, you know what? It's even better because I spoke my piece for maybe almost 15 minutes. I actually like went full detail into everything, and we're live on my YouTube channel right now. We are connected. Voltron is back together. We're fucking.
Oh shit! I didn't know you could do that.
There you go. See, your tech god.
Beautiful. So salute to everybody. Oh, so let's do this the right way real quick then. It turned into a coffee and convo to welcome to the latest installment of the Graphic and Hammer Show. I am one of your hosts, Graphic Raider, and salute to my little bro, Hammer's House.
Nation,
acknowledge me.
You are acknowledged, kind sir. How you feel about this move, man? We talked about this situation, and I think we got it kind of close with the numbers. I had a 2-year. I think a 3-year extension. The 3rd year being a team option, and the money pretty much equaled up to where that $21 million range. So how do you feel about it?
It was funny because I was at work last night when the news broke and Big Mike was on, and salute to him. A fucking phenomenal show by Big Mike last night, breaking this down. A whole bunch of viewers DM me, and I appreciate you guys as well. They're like, yo, Hammer, it happened. He got the extension. You were right there with the money. I was like, good. Like, he deserves this shit. Longest tenured Raider, the anchor of this offensive line. I said like maybe 2-3 years, like around that ballpark of like $22-23 million. We did a whole breakdown of where he sits right now as rankings going into this season. He was ranked 12th. A lot of people said he was top 10, other people not so much. And I was kind of like, he's on the bubble, but he's not there yet. But then I also did a breakdown of the top 10 or the top 10 tackles, top 10 left tackles in their average annual. He was ranked 11th. So he bumps up a little bit. He said he wanted to be a Raider for life.
Did you see what Mike sent?
No.
In his notes months ago, he wrote Deion Dawkins, and I didn't mean to cut you off, little bro.
You're good.
3 years, $60 million. Jordan Mailata, 3 years, $66 million. Phenomenal year. Kolton Miller had no running back, poor quarterback play with top 15 PFF grades. Give him $21.5 million, 3 years, $64.5 million, $45.15 million guaranteed.
Wow.
So
wow.
Big Mike was pretty spot on as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, it couldn't have happened at a better time either. My number one concern was going into training camp, and obviously he's been there for training camp. And I mentioned this a little while ago that I believe it was last week. He was supposed to take to the podium.
Yeah.
He was not there. Were the negotiations going on, or were the Raiders smart enough to know the media is going to ask about this shit? Let's not do this right now. They said that they were not going to address it publicly. John Spytek said that specifically. It was pretty much like, No, do not give them availability today. We're in the middle of getting this done. Just sit tight.
And you know, the great thing about this is Kolton will probably retire a Raider.
Yes.
Once his contract is up, I mean, he's played for the Raiders over a decade at this point. He's still 29 years old, so he still has a lot left in the tank, at least another 3 or 4 seasons. And once again, a very modest contract, and that's kind of saying, it's kind of crazy sounding like that, right? I mean, over $20 million.
No, it's not
modest,
though.
No,
it's not though. For the simple fact, one, yeah, he's going to be a Raider for life, and the longevity of a left tackle in the league is a lot longer than a lot of people realize. So he might even get an extension after this one, depending on performance, health, and everything.
Okay, hot take. And real quick, salute to CBS Sports on a great stat here. Miller's 107 starts since 2018 are the 10th most in the NFL among offensive linemen over that span, and the 5th most among tackles. He was the only Raiders offensive lineman to start in all 17 games last year. He missed just 7 games in his career. So he's been Iron Man for the Raiders, very durable, and been our best offensive lineman, I mean, easily for many years. And, you know, once again, for him to take this kind of contract after watching all these other tackles get Rashawn Slater get a crazy buku dollars, right? He could have said, you know what, I'm going to hold out a little bit, even though he has no all pros, no Pro Bowls. I mean, come on, man. He should have been at least a Pro Bowler 1 or 2 seasons in his career. But I just believe that after seeing these guys getting this top-notch money, for him to say, you know what, man, this works for me. It's just a few signs, right? He wants to be a Raider.
Yep.
He believes in what Pete Carroll and Spytek are putting together. And once again, he wants to be a Raider. I had to put that twice. So I'm excited to see, man, Kolton Miller end his career with the Raiders. Let me ask you this. Where does this put Charles Grant in the grand scheme of things? They used a mid-round pick to pick him up. He was a developmental talent anyways, coming out of a small school, William and Mary. So I know there's a few things. I think he needs to get a little more bulk. He has those long arms. He could be a starter at some point in his career. But this allows him to develop a little bit, right? So, I mean, how do you feel about will this stunt his growth these next few seasons?
Absolutely not. Like, again, you did not play at a big school, my friend. So you need this time right now. You need these reps. And who better to learn behind than Kolton Miller?
Agreed.
Just get the reps and develop, kid. Like, seriously, and it's no shot, it's no dig, no nothing. And to go back to this whole thing with Kolton Miller, another reason that this happened and another reason that it was smart to get this deal done now is going to be cap inflation next season, guys. And that value could be even like that value for him could have been higher had we waited any longer. So we are definitely in a great place right now. I talked about it when I was live. Besides a quarterback, the 2 most important positional players that you could have to build a franchise around is a left tackle. It's a left tackle, and it's a corner. I know it's way too soon, and I'm looking way too far ahead, but 2026 draft, you can start looking at a corner in that draft class that you see as being a true number 1 corner, or look for free agency. I'd much rather go through the draft, have a dude on a 5-year contract, a very cheap contract, but we're doing everything the right way. Things that should have been done by this organization for years and years and years prior. So we're in a great place right now.
In a perfect world, we already got what we need at the corner spot. Darian Porter, round 3, a guy that fits what Pete Carroll's trying to do. And then once again, DCAM, hearing great things about him. He is showing out at camp right now. So they are loving DeCameron Richardson in year 2. And then Stokes, a guy that probably will start, for us week 1, come week 1, if he's healthy and ready to go. So we got a bunch of young guys, and Stokes, I think, is only still 26 years old. So,
is he that young? I thought, why did I think he was like? I thought he was like a little bit more into his.
He's only like 26 years old right now. So if he plays at a high clip and can show that he can stay healthy, you can sign him to a nice extension. And then remember this as well, you guys. Tariq Woolen is a free agent next year. So if Seattle doesn't lock him up with, I don't know, they have a ton of DBs out there that somebody's going to have to get, shafted out there, pause if necessary. maybe Pete Carroll can get his guy back in free agency next year. So
Can we behave ourselves? Can we behave ourselves today and not fly off the rail?
And salute to LV. JT Woods has been looking good as well. I've been hearing, but once again, this is a guy that hasn't, really played. He hasn't played at a high clip at all since coming into the NFL. But I have been hearing good things about him. Salute to Primos in the building as well. My guy, man. Changed a lot. Hug D's even convinced me to get a gym membership. I start a new workout regimen next Thursday. Salute to my brother Ty. Appreciate you on the $5 smackaroni, my dog, man. And congratulations on the new movement, my brother. Salute to you.
Holla, city of squalor.
Let's get to the shit, man. Once again, salute to Kolton Miller. Congratulations. Well deserved. I think this contract works perfectly for both parties. I'm excited to see Kolton now. He's already out there. There's already film of him out there training camp showing Charles Grant some new moves and working with him, which is a great sign of things to come. He's a real leader in that locker room. One of the lone Oakland Raiders left on this roster. Kolton needed to come back. And, the only thing that I didn't want to do, Hammer, in which we didn't, was make him like a top 5 high, paid left tackle. I didn't want to spend that much money on Kolton Miller, especially after you just drafted Charles Grant. I think this contract works perfectly for both parties.
No, I agree. And like I said, it makes sense for both parties. That was another concern. Like, I also was kind of like, and me and Wasted had talked about this before I did that show talking about paying Kolton Miller. I looked through that top 10 and I saw one dude that kind of bothered me seeing him on that list and getting the type of money he was. And that was, can't remember his name off the top of my head right now. The left tackle from the Giants. And I looked at
this. Didn't they move him? They moved him to tackle too, right?
I believe so. Like, I looked at
the kid out of Georgia.
Yes. You know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
I did the PFF numbers, looked at both of them. He didn't even play as many games as Kolton did last year, and he was getting like $23.5 million. I was like, that's disgusting. Like, Kolton should definitely be getting more than him. But look, again, realistically, we're in a great place with this money. And you talked about Ja'Cory and you talked about Darian Porter. I don't know if you saw this yet or not, but in about a little under an hour, we're going to be joined by Kolton Miller, Aiden O'Connell, Ja'Cory Bennett, and Darian Porter for the presser today. So if if you're up for doing a 2-hour live, if you don't got nothing going on,
I'm trying to end this month on a solid note, man. So we're here. And yes, Graham, is Drew Thomas.
Thank you.
Yes, but didn't he come in originally? Didn't they move him to tackle?
I want to say, I believe he was a guard that did transition, but like
it's not money. It's not.
It has to be Johnson.
It's not. Left tackle.
Hold on.
Giants. It's Andrew Thomas.
Andrew Thomas. Okay. I couldn't remember this shit because I had that list and I think I deleted everything like probably not too long after I did that live. But when I saw his numbers, when I saw what he's getting paid, when I saw in terms of performance, I'm just like, how the fuck is he making this type of money? But it is what it is.
You know what it was? They shifted Evan Neal from the guard spot. I mean, from the tackle spot to guard. That's what it was.
Is Neal even still there?
I don't even know, bro. To be honest, I don't give a shit about the Giants. But let's get to the shit, man. So the other day, our bitter ex, Devante Adams, had some interesting words to speak about our Raiders. Now, I don't know what it is. I understand that maybe he just feels like slighted from the team that he grew up loving. East Palo Alto boy, grew up loving the Oakland Raiders. I mean, there's jerseys left and right, you guys. I mean, you see pictures and videos, I believe, of Tim Brown jerseys, Seawood jerseys. I mean, the guy grew up in the Bay Area, you know what I'm saying? So Bay Area boy, grew up a Raider. I understand that he might be a little heartbroken here. And me and behind the scenes, there was a ton that happened in that locker room with Devante out there. A ton, like a ton. One former head coach wanted to put pause on him. One of our superstars was like, yo, everything don't got to be a fucking about you. There was a lot of things that happened with Devante Adams in that building. Well, he was on the Sedano and Cap show, I believe, and they talked to him about about playing with Jimmy Garoppolo once again. And Matthew Stafford has been dealing with a back injury, I believe. So right now, Garoppolo's been getting those reps at the quarterback one spot, which is absolutely fucking hilarious. And I think that Devante is trying to save face in this situation because karma has just been following him everywhere, Hammer. You leave the Raiders, you go to the Jets, you fucking shit the bed. You know, you go to the Rams after Matthew Stafford kind of holds out and then, locks in. They bring him back. Now he's dealing with back issues. Now, once again, this could be a training camp situation, right? Matthew Stafford is getting a little long in the tooth. So maybe they're just holding him out of training camp and just getting it right for week 1. But either way, this is what he had to say about the situation with Jimmy Garoppolo. I love Jimmy, pause. It was never a personal thing. It's been amazing. We've gotten to catch up and get on the same page. Now, real quick, I have to stop there. It's never been personal. Shut that shit the fuck up. Okay. I don't know what, I don't know who you're trying to convince in this situation that it wasn't a personal thing with Jimmy Garoppolo. Hammer, who was throwing him the fucking football?
Minshew?
No. Who was throwing him the football that year? They got to get me out of here. I'm going to get killed. It was Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy G.
Throwing him the football.
And you heard him say that shit in receivers. Like,
yes.
Fuck?
Laying down in a hallway. Like, I got to get out of here. They're going to get me killed. So who are you trying to convince in this situation? I think he's trying to save face because I don't think he ever thought in a million years that he'd be paired back up with Jimmy Garoppolo. I digress. We've gotten to catch up and get on the same page. Obviously, that was just a dark moment in all of our lives. I think all of us were pretty miserable over there. We kind of caught up and laughed about it, and we've been making plays since we've been here. Okay, so once again, Garoppolo has been starting with the first string offense since Stafford has been dealing with that back injury. Once again, man, this to me is so fucking Devante Adams. It's actually hilarious, Hammer. So I wanted to bring something on screen for you guys real quick. So since Devante can't keep the Raiders out of his mouth, he didn't mention the Jets, which was a terrible season last year, right? Like, I mean, it would have been easy to just throw them under the bus because he forced himself to New Jersey to play with the Jets and Aaron Rodgers. They look terrible. So I want to bring this up real quick. I had to go to salute to usmagazine.com. Okay. We're going to go over this. Most bitter celebrity breakups of all time. Let's go down a list. Taylor Swift and Calvin Harris. Didn't know about that. Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick.
Lord Disick.
Disick. Okay. Charlie Sheen and Brett Rossi. Cool. All right. Jason Derulo and Jordan Sparks. Cool. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez.
Oh, Jesus.
That definitely, should be on that list. Rihanna and Chris Brown. Definitely.
I'm leaving that one alone.
There was a ton of violence in a Lamborghini, allegedly. Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart. Okay. Bristol Palin and Levi Johnson.
Palin. That's Sarah Palin's kid.
Okay. Well, look, this is just a long list. I mean, Lindsay Lohan and Samantha Ronson, Paris Hilton, Nick Carter, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake. Where do you think Devante and the Raiders fit on this list?
It doesn't.
Because it's one-sided, right? It's like one-sided.
Like, you don't see us fucking saying a thing. And you said it, and I was thinking the same thing. Like, you weren't talking this shit really when you left Green Bay. You definitely weren't talking this shit when you fucking got released by the Jets. Like, dude, realistically, you grew up loving this team so much, blah, 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 blah. And yet you still can't keep our names out of your mouth. Devante Adams. And this shit started when he got with Kay Adams and getting on her fucking show. I'm not going to shy away when I say that shit. That's where it fucking first started. He wouldn't stop opening his fucking mouth since he's been on her show. Devante, respectfully.
This is
I had to
facts.
hear in your mouth talking about the Raiders. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Yes, this is facts. Devante, look, man, you're in Los Angeles. You're back home in your home state of California. You're with a team that is looking to win a Super Bowl. The Rams are definitely one of those teams. Focus on you, brother. Focus on what you guys got going on out there, okay? You could have just said, hey, man, I don't even want to talk about it. Jimmy's my teammate. We're going to make this thing work, so on and so forth. Every chance you try to take a dig at this team. Now, I don't know. Maybe there's a situation why he keeps mentioning because he sees what's going on out there now. I think Devante's like, damn, I'd have loved to play under Pete Carroll. I'd have loved to, catch the football from Geno Smith. I would have loved to be out there, with them turning this organization around and righting the ship. You were out there with guys,
but he wanted out. So realistically,
he did.
Like realistically, guess what? And Nick Saban said this the best: the grass ain't always greener at the top of the septic tank. Devante Adams.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Facts. You mind your business. We're gonna mind ours over here. Devante, stop being Devante. Okay, relax. Pump the brakes. In the words of wasted talent, Beyonce Adams, chill out. Salute to Quad. Clenched fist soldiers. We spoke about the big corners getting mad reps. Can they be considering kicking Bennett inside to replace Hobbs? From what I've seen, Quad, I don't think he's even gotten any reps there. He's gotten he's gotten some ones, some twos, and some threes on the boundary. Thank you for mentioning this because we're going to get in transition into another part of this show which is Greedy Vance, a UDFA at a USC that we brought in, former Louisville product, you guys, former Florida State product. I believe he played in Florida State 2 or 3 seasons, transferred to USC, looked really good out there last year. This is a guy, Qua, that I can see potentially finding a way of beating out Harper and Darnay Holmes in the slot. Pete Carroll mentioned him by name when he said when the pads came on, him, Jamal Adams, Devin White, a few other guys just stood out immediately out there. This is a guy, I got a chance to check out some of his tape last night. Hammer, this kid can be a stud for us. A sneaky good tackler, a ton of athleticism. He had 5 picks at the collegiate level between Louisville, Florida State, and USC. He has to add some bulk. He's really skinny. I believe he's 170 right now, has to muscle up a little bit. But I love this. I love the potential that this kid possesses. I'm really hyped about him. And once again, Kwa, to answer your question, this is a guy that has historically played mostly in the slot, even at the collegiate level. So he had 931 snaps in the slot between Florida State, Louisville, and USC. And then he had 625 snaps on the outside in 5 years at the collegiate level, split between those 3 teams. So this is a guy that, once again, has played a ton in the slot. He's 5'10". I think he's closer to 5'11". I know Vinny B said he was 5'9", but everywhere that I've looked, they've had him at 5'10", 5'11". So I know he's not that typical Pete guy that'll like play on the boundary, but I think this is a dude that has every opportunity under the sun to find a way to win that starting slot role. What do you think? Have you got an opportunity to check out anything with Greedy Vance? Because I know me and Big Mike are talking about doing a film breakdown here soon. So stay tuned for that, you guys. But this is a guy that could potentially go out there and win that starting role. I'm here for it.
I like his range. I like his coverage ability. I like his tackling abilities. Like, this is a guy that I've watched here and there over the last few years. I do like the kid. I think it would be a great addition. Take it as it goes, man. Like, I again, where we're at right now is funny because you're talking about Jamal Adams. I keep hearing things here and there where, oh, he could be a starter, he can't be a starter. I'm looking at the transition for him to linebacker and knowing how physical he is. And I'm going to ask you this question, and I'll ask the nation this question. Just thinking about the covering ability, Do you look at him as a Sam or do you look at him as a Will?
Who?
Jamal Adams.
I don't really know because I don't really know where they plan to put. I mean, what do you have? I don't really know.
I think it's so up in the air, but again, I think that they're doing this from the mindset of how long he's been in the league, what his abilities are, even though he battled injuries last year and didn't play
That's
as
a
many
great
games.
question. I have no clue. I have no clue.
But I feel that him doing that transition compared to the likes of Divine Diablo, he's gonna thrive in the system. But I don't know. Coverage, his coverage compared to somebody like, oh yeah, and I'm here for that. But I feel like his coverage compared to that of like Devin White, I feel like Jamal Adams can cover better than him. That's why I'm like, maybe we see Jamal playing the Sam.
And he struggled in coverage in recent memory. We know this, you guys. Andy says Jamal Adams is a Will. He's a weak side linebacker.
Thank you, Andy. Miss you, brother. Hope all is well, man. I'm definitely going to hit you up soon.
Graham says Sam, coverage threat. Okay. Well, either way, this is going to be a guy that's going to go get after the quarterback a ton.
Oh, yeah.
Simple play. He has over 20 sacks in his career. Pause if necessary. So this is a guy that has been able to get to the quarterback a ton in his career. And he's only 29 years old. I don't really know. A lot of people are saying Will. A lot of weak side linebacker. I get it, but once again, we don't know what their philosophy is when it comes to him. I just don't know.
The one thing that we do know about this defensive scheme right now, you're not going to see fucking two linebackers out there on a regular basis anymore. Like I said, that fucking oversaturation of corners and playing that 7-on-7 style ball is fucking done.
I mean, day one they had three out there. Day one they had three before Jamal Adams.
Exactly. Like, I've said this multiple times already, especially after seeing Patrick Graham's first presser a while back. Uncle Pete has his hands all over his fucking defense right now. He's telling him nah, that nickel shit. No, that is not our base defense anymore. That is not this defense's identity. And you heard them talk about this between pretty much all these coaches down the board. They want to play each and every single one of these guys to their fucking strengths. 1,000% in, all in on that.
And if anybody can bring whatever they got left in the tank out, it's Pete Carroll. I mean,
absolutely.
He's already been hyping up Jamal Adams and Devin White like crazy. To say Devin White is back, that put a battery in Devin White's back, bro. Like for him to say, I'm just out there having fun again with my teammates. This is what you want to see. This is why you hire a Pete Carroll, Hammer. Yep. This is why. This is literally the reason why, to build the culture up. He brings the best out of his players. And I'm excited to see what he does moving forward. I do believe now moving him to linebacker and having him be a primary, like that's his position now. He's no longer a safety. He's a linebacker. Yeah. I think he'll make this roster now.
It was crazy because when the signing happened, I hit you up almost immediately. And I'm like, our safety room is locked. Like, and you were like, linebacker. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm with it.
Yeah. I mean, look, I assume that immediately because I'm like, look, he doesn't fit the mold of what they're trying to do at the safety spot. You look at Palomau, you look at Chin, they have a certain direction they're going in, those lengthy, physical. He doesn't fit that role. Linebacker to me is, especially this late in the game and coming off that nasty injury. I mean, look, man, I'm excited to see what he can do at the linebacker spot, but I do have him making this team now. But it's going to be interesting to see now with him being on the roster, if he makes the 53, who they keep in that room. Because one of those young guys is definitely going to be cut, whether it's Lindenberg, Eichenberg, or Ferrari. And then I think Jalen Smith, his time is come.
Done.
I think So salute to S-Dot. Greedy Vance has ball hawk talent, but runs a slow 4.6 for the slot. He would be better at free safety for ball hawking. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But once again, I don't really care about that right now. I just want to see Greedy Vance make this roster. And it looks as though he's taken advantage of every opportunity that he's had so far since the pads have come on. So I'm hyped. I'm not saying the Gainer's out. You guys know I'm a big Amari Gainer guy. Like I was one of the first guys to be like, he needs to make this team. He needs to make this team. But that second unit, man, that's a deep group. It is. Like they have so many guys that have been there and done that. Landon is your run stuffer. He is your guy that's going to be a top 5, top 10 player against the run, even at his age. You got Jermaine Pratt, who he's going to make this team. He came over immediately after being cut from Cincinnati. They got really big plans for Pratt out there on the defensive side of the ball. Devin White, they're really high on him. Somebody has to be odd man out. Lindenberg, I expect to be on the practice squad. Tommy's been getting some reps with the ones. I haven't heard a ton about Amari Gaynor yet. I haven't, so I seen that one play where Ashton just absolutely burnt him in coverage, but I haven't heard too much about him at this point. So, but we'll see.
Justice. Yeah, you can do that. And what you can do is use either Chin or Pao Mao and put them down in the box. And then worst case scenario, you're out on the field and you see something in that offense when they come out of the huddle that you just fucking drop back and go too high. I'm here for it, man.
Trav says Lindenberg on the practice squad. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he's a 7th round guy. He needs some time to develop. But I'm excited to see, what he does in training camp. But once again,
how long has Eichenberg been here for?
This is year 2.
This is year 2?
Mm-hmm.
He's also not a Spy Tech Carroll guy. So,
no, but we have heard him getting some team 1 reps. He's been working with the ones here and there. So I think he's a really good special teams guy. So I have him making this 53-man roster. Salute to Hug, my dog. If Geno can play his best ball, we got a chance. This is facts, Hug. Salute to my guy, Hug Dizzle, on a $2 smackaroonie. Salute to Andy as well. The GOAT, Latavius Murray, retired. Once a Raider, always a Raider. Salute to Latavius Murray, man. That was my guy. Had some big games for us in the past. Salute to my dog, man. Let me see. Let's get to some notes. Let's get on Twitter, you guys, and see what's going on.
Amir Abdullah signed with the Niners.
The Niners. Yeah. Him and Andy Isabella, both of them signed with the Niners. Let me get to some notes on Twitter. I'm going to go to a few different accounts, you guys. Salute to Jesse Merrick. We talked about this. JPJ is working at right guard with the first team offense while Meredith takes first team reps at center. I don't know, man. I think maybe they're trying to find a way to have both these guys start. It sounds as though they're really high on Jordan Meredith. But once again, I'm going to die on this hill until whoever's named the starter at the center position. It's a massive mistake if JPJ is not the starting center come week 1. And I think that they're trying to get some reps with Geno, with the backup center, and also get him ready for preseason. So, but we'll see. JPJ is out there in place of Alex Kappa, who's taken most of the reps at first team right guard. So competition. I still believe Alex Kappa is going to be the starter out there. Darian Porter comes down with a pick in one-on-ones with Tommy Malott. You know what? Let me just show you guys this. I'm going to bring this up on the screen.
I'm just looking through this. I'm looking at this list right now. I'm looking at the depth chart. I might have to go back through this and see exactly how many we have on.
Let me get right this on. All right, so looks like Darian Porter one-on-one with Tommy Malott on the one-on-ones. Great coverage. Give me that.
Ooh,
nice.
Okay.
Nice. There goes Agent Zero right there, Jacorian Bennett as well. Second round pick, Jack Bech with good concentration to haul in the fade on.
Oh,
beautiful.
That little bit of separation meant everything on that route. Holy shit.
That was gorgeous. Look at this. And got both feet in. Love to see it. Jacorian Bennett with a nice pass breakup in one-on-ones against Alex Bachman. And it's good to see him back out there because I know LV was saying that he got injured. Salute to Jacorian coming off that shoulder injury. You love to see him out there getting to it because once again, he is still in the mix regardless for one of those starting spots. But you need as much depth at that position. And I've been hearing Alex Bachman has been playing pretty good out there making play after play. So salute to Jacorian. Great play right there. Ashton Genty's pass catching ability has been a big talking point throughout camp. Yep. Ashton Genty right there. Nice. Yabbit right there. Who was that from? Was that from Cam Miller?
Go back.
They're going to play it back right now. But it looks like that was Cam Miller. I could be wrong. Let's see where I think Geno went. Let me see. Yeah, Geno went to 83. That's Cam Miller. I think.
Cam.
Yeah. So Trey Tucker really grabbed hold of the number 2 spot behind Jacoby Myers. Sounds as though Trey has been out there balling. He's been real tough to cover in one-on-ones. Really seems to have developed his route tree nicely. Obviously, he's still fast. So Tucker out there doing his thing, man. It sounds as though it's going to be a mix of Jacoby, Dante, and Tucker. Tuck being 2, Jacoby being 1, Dante being that third option on the boundary, Jacoby in the slot, Tuck on the boundary with a nice blend of Besh in the slot and on the boundary as well. Nice. Man, Genty, man, it's just fun to watch this dude play football, man. Like real talk, bro. Like just sincere runs through, and you see the difference. Salute to our guy Dylan, getting some reps as well. Love to see it. And then Genty gets his little chance at the gauntlet. Look at that power, man. Oh. Push. Salute to Genty as well. Merrick says Alex Bachman has made a ton of plays at practice, and Pete Carroll told us Tuesday it's not going unnoticed. So maybe he can find one of those spots on the back end of that wide receiver group.
Hondo actually put an article out about that. I was reading it a couple hours ago in terms of how Thornton is the one that's got the spotlight right now compared to Besh. And they say Bachman is like right behind Thornton right now in terms of their productivity throughout this training camp.
Love to see it. Real quick, I'm going over to Ryan McFadden. Smith threw his 3rd TD of red zone 7-on-7. This time he connected with Brock Bowers. So it sounds as though Geno's on the heater today, you guys, which is great to hear. During red zone 7-on-7, Raiders Geno Smith completed back-to-back touchdowns to Michael Mayer. You love to hear that name. On the first TD, Smith threw the ball to the back end of the end zone where Mayer made a 2-handed grab with Lonnie Johnson Jr. in coverage. Also, Raiders corner JT Woods getting some reps with the ones. So once again, you guys, look, JT Woods is not going to be a starter on this team. They're allowing all these guys to go out there and compete with the best talent on the football field. You want to see JT Woods go out there. That means a lot for his confidence. He's still a young kid that has kind of fallen from grace since coming into the NFL. I believe he's a former 3rd-round pick out of Baylor. I think JT Woods, right? Let me look that up. I think he was a former 3rd-round guy, mid-round pick. Let me see. Yes. 3rd round, 79th pick. So all these guys are getting opportunities here, you guys, to compete for those starting spots. So once again, that's why I'm not putting too much stock into the whole JPJ and Jordan Meredith battle. There's competition all across offensively, defensively. I mean, look at Tucker. He's in a battle right now. You don't think that Besh isn't battling for one of those spots? I mean, come on, man. What are we doing here? If Pete can turn Adams into our version of Troy Polamalu, complete chaos around the line of scrimmage. Salute to Quad. That would be great. I mean, that's a lot to ask for from a 29-year-old Jamal Adams, coming off of that nasty injury not too long ago. But if we can get just the inkling of that, I would be ecstatic, man. Let me get this off the screen. Let's get some chat in real quick. Get the chat involved. I told the world Genty was a pass-catching stud that they didn't use in Boise. Genty in space is NyQuil for opposing defenses. Send my flowers to the house. I mean, look, you're definitely right, but this is the thing. 2 years ago, he had over 500, 600 yards in the passing game. They just turned him into a workhorse just on the ground last season. They made him just a complete just workhorse in the run game. They kind of got away from him in the passing game. And look, that definitely helped him become the 6th pick in this year's draft class, right? So look, I'm here for it, man. They've already said it. Pete Carroll wants him to be a 3-down back. They don't want him to have to leave the football field if necessary. And once again, when you use that kind of a draft pick early on, you don't want that player to leave the football field if you can keep him on. So salute to Hug, my dog. But yes, he's going to be an absolute savage in the passing game as well. Wipe them feet, y'all. Break them thumbs. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. Kane Town says, Pete Spy, Bachman making the team for sure. Talk that talk. Salute the simple. Graf Hammer, does the fact that Kuntz is opposite of Max already make Tyree a bust and him moving inside the only way to salvage his career? No, No, Tyree's going to play inside and out. Like, there's make no mistake about it. Simple. And Kuntz is still coming off of a nasty, devastating knee injury. You know, I'm hearing that he's already looking good out there, but don't think for once that Tyree's not going to play on the boundaries as well. He's going to be on the edge. So expect to see Tyree a ton. And Pete Carroll has been mentioning him a lot recently. I've been hearing his name a ton. He's been looking good out there. I think he was getting a ton of reps at the 3 technique the other day, Hammer. And then also getting some reps on the edge as well. So, and once again, he said it. He's worked on his foot, you know, on his what did he say the other day? He's been working on his footwork. He's been, you know, he looks like he's in immaculate shape. So I'm excited to see what he can do. I don't care where he is on that defensive line. Graham Camp says the competition keeps the backups confident and in tune. And it keeps the starters sharp and on their toes. Facts, my brother. You ain't never lied, man. Salute to my guy. Let me see. Get some questions in, you guys. Yes, Ron Justice. Pete Carroll wants backups to be just as good as his starters.
Facts, and that's how you build a team, man.
Talk that talk. Let me see. Levi. Salute to my guy, Levi Edwards. We're still working on something, you guys. Stay tuned for the collab there. We talked about Mayer getting 2 touchdowns. That is a great sign because once again, it seemed as though Miami was interested in him. I was hearing that the Rams potentially were interested in him early on in the offseason. The Raiders said we do not have any interest on moving on from Michael Mayer. Seems like he's in a good headspace. I'm excited to see him in this offense this year, Hammer. Mayer can be a very, very critical piece to this entire puzzle offensively. You know, Chip, what did he say? Last I checked, you can play 2 tight ends together on the football field. Shit, last I checked, you can play 3. Right? Yep. I'm expecting a ton of 12 this upcoming season. Brock moving across, being the chess piece that he is. And they're already, from what I'm hearing at camp, they have him lined up all over the place, and rightfully so. But I'm expecting big, big things from Mayer this upcoming season. It's good to see Porter out there already getting his hands on the football. And this is what I wanted to show you right here. Let me bring this up. Salute to our guy, Kolton Miller. And once again, salute to him on that massive deal that he just got right here. Kolton Miller, fresh off his new bag, paying it forward with some tips to rookie tackle Charles Grant. This is what you want to see out of your veterans. You know what I mean? A guy that just signed a new deal, fresh off of a nice bag, still out there getting to it and teaching these young guys how to do it, man. This is why you keep Kolton Miller around. Outside of him being a really, really good left tackle, this is what you want out of your veterans out there, paying it forward. So you love to see it, man. Salute to Levi Edwards and everybody out there on the ground covering our team today. Let me see. Patrick B says, with PG and PC teaming up on defense, I see a lot of turnovers and sacks. Talk that talk, my brother. Salute to Mr. Patrick B. Definitely, this defense is going to be a lot more sharp this coming season. I'm seeing Jamal Adams getting to the quarterback a ton. Devin White, I see him getting to the quarterback a few times this season. Kuntz, you know, Max, they're going to do what they do. And I wouldn't be shocked if Jonah Lalu found his way to the quarterback a ton this year too with Tyree. It's going to be a fun defense to watch this upcoming season. Salute to S. Dot says 3 tight ends. Talk, Graph, talk. Salute to my guy. Yes. A motivated Kolton Miller is going to be fire. Talk that talk, my brother. Charles Grant on Colton's umbilical cord. Salute to my guy. Dan, man, appreciate you on the hilarious comment, man. Once again, you guys, wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed yet, what are y'all waiting on? We went over the Kolton Miller extension. We went over the Devante Adams shit talk. We also talked a little bit about Greedy Vance. Once again, this is a guy that we're hearing great things about out of camp, a guy that had 5 picks at the collegiate level. This is a dude that I'm expecting, if he can make this roster, to play a ton year one, regardless if he's a UDFA or not. This may be a Pete Carroll special here, you guys. Former Louisville product, played there for 2 years, 2020, 2021, then transferred over to Florida State, played there 2 years, 2022, 2023, and then transferred to USC in 2024 last year, where he played in 11 games, had 22 solo tackles, 7 assists, 29 combined tackles. He had a pick last year and 2 passes defensed. out there for USC in that defense. And I think he only had, what did I say? He had one pick last year, but it was a big pick, actually. I think it was against Nebraska. I think that was the pick that he had where they ended the game. He ended the game. Some of these plays that Greedy Vance has made you guys have come in critical times. And I think that's who Greedy Vance is. I could be wrong, but some of the stuff that I looked over, like he comes up big in big time moments. The pick that he had, who's the kid, the fake Patrick Mahomes out there? Is it Riola? How do you say his name?
The fake Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, the quarterback out there with Nebraska.
I never pay attention to
Riola, I believe it's Riola, where he came down with a pick in the end zone. I thought you said it was the Rutgers. I thought that was. I could have swore that was Nebraska. Let me look this up.
Sort of.
No, I want to look this up, because I could have swore it was in the end zone against Nebraska.
There you go, Dylan Raiola.
Dylan Raiola, yes, and it was against Nebraska. That was the pick that ended the game. Even though there was a PI on that, it was not Greedy Vance. It was his teammate. He definitely held on to the receiver, but that was a play, big play from Greedy Vance on the fake Patrick Mahomes. Facts. Let me see. We're waiting for the presser as well, you guys, so stay tuned. Salute to the almost 1,000 people here rocking with us. As always, we appreciate you guys so much. Let me take this off screen real quick. Stop sharing. I'm going to see if there's any more updates. Let me get rid of this Devante tab, Greedy Vance tab. Once again, you guys, for those who do not believe that Greedy Vance can play in the nickel for us, I went over this earlier on the show, but 931 snaps in the slot between Louisville, Florida State, and USC, compared to 625 snaps on the outside in 5 years at the collegiate level. So this is a kid that, once again, if he can make this roster, I see him playing a ton for us in the nickel. What you looking at over there, Hammer?
The screen. Looking at you guys. Hi, everybody.
Who once again is on the presser today?
We have Kolton Miller, Aiden O'Connell, Jacorian Bennett, and Darian Porter.
Okay. Levi just put it out there a second ago. Top storyline at Raiders camp continues to be the center position. Jordan Meredith continued to take first team reps, with Jackson Powers Johnson playing next to him at right guard. I
really feel some type of way about this right now.
If they continue to do this, bro,
I'll probably lose my shit as much as I did last year with James starting. I didn't give a fuck about his contract. Like, that shit was just insane.
Too much caffeine today, Hug. I just had a C4 and some Vietnamese coffee. So my shit's like this.
Did you throw in a little Cambodian breast milk in that too?
Nah, I didn't want to dilute it. I did not want to dilute it. So
breast milk, you made my day.
I'm a major fan of caffeine, you guys.
Yeah,
major. Every time I wear hammer, stop over here, stop over here, stop over here, stop over here.
Yo, I've been meaning to hit you up about this because I discovered some shit the other day. Have you seen Landman on Paramount?
I watched every episode.
You know the coffee spot that they would hit in the morning?
You said what?
You know the coffee spot that they went to early in the morning?
Yes.
You know that place really exists?
No. Is it in Dallas? It's in Dallas, right?
No.
Oh, I thought it was in Dallas.
Bro, it's in Vegas.
Oh shit. They shot a lot of that show out here in Dallas.
It's in Vegas, bro. This shit is real.
Oh shit. Andy says, I've been saying this JPJ guard allows us to have the best 5 linemen. It's much harder to find a high-end guard than a center. Let me ask you, Andy, do you think they think that Jordan Meredith is undersized to play the guard position? And that's why they're trying to find a way to have both these guys on the football field at once?
This is coming from a lineman, so I want to hear more about this. Andy, where the hell are you?
Graf, do you realize you recently said our defense will be fun to watch? Who the fuck has said that this decade?
He's
It's the
not
caffeine,
lying, bro.
Nah, I'm excited.
No, he ain't lying.
Let me see. Omni says you guys are mad. They want to put the person they see doing the best at center out at center. Omni, nobody's mad, bro. I just think it's gonna be a massive mistake.
Yeah.
Look, man, some people look at certain players differently. I look at him as a potential perennial all-pro center that can be a Hall of Fame guy at that position. Maybe it's a reach, maybe it's a stretch. It is what it is. I want the Remington Award winner to play center. Simple and plain. He went up to Ashton Genty and said, hey, I'm your center. He wants to play center. What did he say to AP last year? I'm going to center. I don't give a fuck. Like, I understand that he doesn't really have a say-so in this. It's all about competition. If they see him as a guard, he'll be a guard. I will root for him wherever he goes. But once again, I don't want to see him playing outside of the center position.
So here's a question for you then. As we're having this discussion about the offensive line, do you expect to see what the projected starting offensive line is going to be on the field for even a series in the preseason? Collectively.
The starters?
Yes. Yep.
I think they get a series or two. Pete did say that he wants to play all his guys. Maybe he sends, the starters out there first series, 2 series, week 1 against Seattle. I mean, I'm not saying that Pete Carroll really cares about beating his former team, but I mean, it would be kind of fun to watch Geno go out there for a series or 2 at his former spot, right? So maybe. I mean, I think that if they do play, that's the last you're going to see of them. A series or 2, tops. So we'll see. But I mean, honestly, man, you want to see what these guys look like. You want to see what the chemistry looks like out there. Why not have them play a series together? I'm here for it.
Yo, Simple, you're a fool, bro.
What'd he say?
Nation, take your wives or girlfriends out to dinner. Football is back, so your time is going to be limited soon.
Andy, I don't think that it's not that they don't like Parham. I think he was dealing with an injury early on, and then they had Mumford playing at the left guard spot. I think that they may be worried about him staying healthy. Honestly, I mean, he's been pretty much getting starter reps most of the time at the left guard spot since day one. And then once again, he went down with an injury. Mumford comes in, gets some reps with the ones at the left guard spot. Maybe it's just them not trusting if he can stay healthy.
Miller, Mumford, Meredith, JPJ, Glaze.
Wait, say it again?
No, I take that back because isn't Kappa the starting right guard? So you're going to, like, if this happens, you're looking at Miller, JPJ, Meredith, Kappa, Glaze.
If this happens, Kolton, you take Kappa off the field. So you're looking at Parham at left guard, Jordan Meredith, JPJ, and DJ Glaze.
This is incredibly like now. Please, week 1, get here because now I'm very, very fucking curious.
Where's the flag? How is it nasty? Real quick, we'll get off football just for a split second. We traded Mason Miller to the Padres, a guy that is a one-time All-Star that the A's are probably not going to pay, and he struggled this year. We got one of the top prospects at the shortstop position. What was he, like the number 3 rated player in the nation? And then we got like 3 pitchers.
Respectfully, do the A's pay anybody though?
No, we don't. But I don't think they're going to pay anybody until we get to Vegas. But I thought it was a great move. We got a very, very, very good prospect at the shortstop position with a bunch of extra pitchers. I mean, look, move on from Mason Miller. Who cares? It's a closer. Yeah, like you can't find a closer somewhere. I mean, I'm not acting as though, Rivera's grow on trees. But I mean, Mason Miller.
And they're saying it's a blockbuster trade. Like, I just pulled up MLB.com looking at this.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, bro. Ben, this is facts. The A's got a badass trade haul. That was great. I thought that was a finesse right there. I see a ton of people on Twitter crying about it. I'm like, bro, we got rid of a closer in Mason Miller. Like, that only has pretty much 2 throws. I mean, or 2 pitches. Like, what are we doing here? There's only so much you can get out of a guy throwing 102, 103 miles per hour. That arm gonna be cooked at some point. Like, I like it. Let me see. Adam Butler already calling JPJ one of the best guards. Jay, this is the thing, right? We don't know if he fumbled there. I mean, he definitely knows more than us, right? I mean, he's in that locker room. But JPJ, until further notice, still looks at himself as a center. So
God damn.
Hey, Hub, man, watch your mouth, man. Hey, Hub,
What-
I got love
what
for
did
you,
he-
bro. Don't get your ass blocked, bro.
What did he say?
Watch your mouth about my Kings, bro. When we bring in
Oh,
Jonathan
yeah,
Kuminga,
yeah.
when we
I
bring in
already learned
Jonathan
my
Kuminga
lesson.
and Russell Westbrook, watch your mouth. We're gonna be
I'll
the
learn my
greatest.
lesson with that.
We're gonna be
Never
the
again.
greatest 34-win team ever in the NBA when we get Kuminga and Russell Westbrook. The best 34-win team ever. Light the beam 34 times, motherfucker. Facts. I know who that is. Hub, I know who you are.
Yeah,
I know who
I'm
you are.
done.
Andy says, I've been so bored. I actually watched a couple of A's games. At least they've been winning. I mean, bro, we're still one of the worst teams in baseball right now, but we just swept Houston in Houston, and we beat the Mariners last night. So, right, stacking up for Vegas. I love what they're doing. I mean, bro, are you really going to invest in a team that's playing in a minor league ballpark right now? Why would you hold on to Mason Miller? Honestly, like, what are we doing here?
Yo, I
What's up?
like Hug's comment. JPJ is a pulling guard though, Graf. Think about the carnage. Like, yo, we've joked around about this in terms of JPJ's intensity. And like, dude looks like he could have been a defensive tackle at one point too. Like his violence on the field is just like, holy fuck. But as a pulling guard, he's gonna fucking run some people over.
Look, once again, Hug, you can say all that lyrical miracle shit. I want him at center. Is what it is. Pulling guard, non-pulling guard. I don't give a shit about none of that. Put JPJ at the center position, man. What are we doing here, bro? What are we doing here, man? Come
Yo,
on, dog.
unfazed. You're horrible for that.
You said what?
I said unfazed. You're horrible for that.
What unfair? Oh, Wilkins. Oh no, we're not gonna put that on screen.
I was gonna retire that sound clip.
Yo, relax.
Fuck that.
I tell you what, I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way.
God damn, bro. Oh my God. Once again, man, salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. As always, we appreciate you guys for being here, kicking it with us. We're waiting for the presser, you guys. We definitely want to cover that before we get out of here. Salute to all the members. Salute to all the non-members in the building, man. Green Dot Gang is heavy in the building. If you guys want to become Green Dot and help us, keep the lights on over at Shieldmore, we both have memberships on our respective platforms. Hit the links. They're pinned up top. It definitely helps us keep the lights on over at Shieldmore, man. So once again, what time's the presser come on?
1:30. We are 10 minutes away.
Okay, so the presser should be on here shortly as the Shield turns, you guys. And once again, Hammer, who is going to be at the podium today?
We have Kolton Miller, Aiden O'Connell, Jack Rabbit, and Darian Porter.
There we go. Oh, it's going to be a fun one. JPJ got that Richie Incognito energy.
Fucking facts.
And that's a guy who played center and guard.
Yep.
So we'll see. MTV says, not the booty snatcher.
Andy, what were you saying before about Ben Johnson? Because I saw you say something, but what are you alluding to? Like, what's going on?
Wait, hold on, bro. Yo,
What?
Hey, Hug, real quick. Yo, Hug. You want to know something funny? So I have a personal account on YouTube, right? It's not a burner account. I don't use the OLV because I'm too scared to use it when I'm just watching regular videos and stuff because I don't want anything accidentally to happen. So I have my own personal one, right? I was just gifted a channel membership from Hug. So now I'm a member of my own channel because of Hug D's. Salute to Hug, man, gifting me a membership on my channel, man. Hug is the GOAT. Only Hug would be able to pull that off. Crazy, man.
LV, you talking about the one with all the defensive players? That one was fucking great.
Yes. Salute to all the new members, man. Hug, my brother, love you. Thank you so much for gifting 10 of them things, man. My dog. If you guys missed out on those 10, hit the link. It's pinned up top. Salute to our guy Zon in the building as well. My dog, man. And salute to my burner account for being a new member of OLV Raiders Network. I can't wait to see what my perks are when I go to my personal account. It's going to be fun to watch. Get Ant's dirty ass out of here, man. Gray Dot Gang does not exist. Get that man.
You are about to be unceremoniously blocked,
Somebody cook that man's boots, fry him up, saute him, get that man out of here, man. It's nasty work. It's disgusting work. He said, great out game, baby. I love it. I love it. Get some questions in, you guys. We're having some fun here today. Once again, we went over all the latest with our Raiders, Kolton Miller, Devante Adams with the shit talk. We went over some Greedy Vance talk. You guys get an opportunity, run the show back. Check that out. Went over some footnotes over, today's training camp out there at Henderson. I know Wasted would love that one. Unfazed says Niners signed Amir Abdullah, low-key signing. Yeah, I think they're looking at him more as a special teams guy, or he can be even just a camp body. They have a pretty deep running back group. So I know that Christian has dealt with some injuries out there. So maybe they're just trying to, bring in a veteran that can kind of be a camp body for him. And they also signed Andy Isabella, the former second-round guy, out of where was he out of? Massachusetts? I think it was UMass, right? Something like that.
Was it?
I think so.
Very small school.
Oh, shit. We do got football tonight. The Chargers and Lions, right?
Yeah, Trey Lance is starting for the Chargers.
Oh, we get to watch some football tonight, bro. I hope the Lions. I don't care if it's the Hall of Fame game. They need to beat the shit out of the Chargers, man. Salute to Raider, Laker, Dodger 127. Who's your starting secondary? Me personally, I like Eric Stokes. I know they like Eric Stokes, but D-Cam is starting to show off a little bit out there at camp. And Darian Porter, man, I want to see him start year one. I think that he could be a superstar. So my starting secondary would be Palomal, Chin, Porter, D-Cam at this point. At this point.
So you got Jack Rabbit's spot being ran.
Yep. And it's not because of me not Jacorian. To me, I mean, it was easy last year. My favorite corner on this roster. But once again, who's in the building? It's Pete Carroll. He doesn't really fit the mold of what he wants and start as the starters. D-Cam's 6'2", physical guy. It looks like he's starting to get it together in coverage. He had a pick the other day in the end zone. I can see D-Cam in Porter. I mean, it'll probably end up being, Stokes and Porter with Palomal and Chin at the safety spots. But why not? Let's get a little crazy. D-Cam starting year two. I don't know why, bro. Why is my hands on Terminator?
We'll talk about it off air, bro. Like I've noticed a couple of things today. And now I gotta have you fix everything that you got going on your side of things. We'll fix that. DJ, yes, I'm hoping to be available for all three, but next Thursday, that's a lock.
It's already up.
Yeah, everything's done. It's been scheduled for like 2, maybe 3 weeks already, and we're good. We're real good.
Salute the Raider Queen. But I may be in Vegas for the Niners game, so stay tuned, you guys. And if I am,
that's a lot of game, right?
Yeah, I just talked to my brother. Salute
that
to
ain't
El
no
Finger.
maybe. Maybe you'll be
He
there.
told me yesterday. He said, "Get your ass out here. We got to do this Raider song." So I got to get out there to Vegas soon and record some records with my brother. So stay tuned. But yes, we're lit for the Seattle game. S. Dot. This is how you can see that they know they effed up by drafting Rodgers, who has 21 bench reps. Weak as hell holding Butler, who's about to smack the. Oh, here comes S. Dot with all the offensive line bullshit. This guy's not strong enough. He's only hit 10 push-ups. This guy right here can't even lift this. S. Dot, you ain't shit.
S. Dot, stop with all your
bullshit.
Salute to our brother S. Dot. Hey, Miss. And then he says, Rodgers, 21 bench reps ain't enough, too weak. It ain't about guards 40 time. Now they're learning the hard way.
Do me a favor. Never mind. I'll figure it out, because if I'm looking at the schedule for San Fran, I just want to see something.
I believe it's the 16th.
It's a Saturday. All right, so yeah, I'll schedule that next. And ladies and gentlemen, it has started.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the latest installment of
me bring it on screen.
Salute to Haystack. Thank you for becoming a new sub. If you want to play the rotating shield, because that's what we're looking at right now.
Oh, okay. We'll wait. So that's that. Now they realize our team has multiple centers, small size players with the ultimate center, JPJ. S dot is S dot strength police.
I like that.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, S dot. Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? It's nasty work.
DeMarcus, you're a fool.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring the YouTube up just in case.
The hammer said darkness is spreading.
Hold on, let me bring this on screen.
And the last time, let me not.
All right, no thanks. Hold on, let me share this screen, you guys, once again as the shield turns.
Hold on, you gotta let me do that.
Oh, hold
so
on.
we're good whenever they take to the podium.
Hold on.
That was another thing I actually was going to ask you about. We could talk about that off air too, though.
Bye, Hammer.
Bye, Felicia.
All right, there we go. Salute to One Raider on $1, man. My dog, we appreciate you, bro. Real talk. Thank you so much on the super, my guy.
Carter Bradley signed with the Niners as well.
Wow, the Santa Clara Raiders. Watch Shanahan turn Carter Bradley into a fucking legend.
You know how that goes.
Would I be out of pocket if I eat this donut on screen?
Why do I feel like that's something that the Booty Warrior would do?
Hey, relax.
Yo, I saw the end of the live that we did the other day, and I couldn't stop laughing because I was like, Graf needs a hug. I was like, maybe Graf needs a kiss on the forehead, but he ain't getting that shit from me.
Yo, relax. Gotham City is graphic as a cop. What are you talking about? Gotham? Graf is a cop.
I'm fucking done.
What do you mean? Man, that logo is good.
Why are you eating that sugary shit?
Oh, the donut. Okay.
Somebody's got, I think I need to relocate to Vegas and just have LV as a workout partner because I've seen the transition, bro. Like, I respect the fuck out of you, bro. I really do.
Nah, facts, man. LV out there getting to it. Hey, man, I got twins, dog. Like, they're not just going to wake up and eat oatmeal with no sugar and shit in it. You know what I mean? Like, I go get a coffee. I got to go get them a nice little, baker's dozen. And today, man, I said, you know what? I've been working out every single day. I'm going to have me 2 donuts, bro. At least what it is. Salute to LV, my dog. Salute to Ty.
Go.
He said, look at those guns on Hammer.
I can't with y'all. Hammer with the Dennis Rodman hair and Raiders colors. Yo, what are you talking about?
Yo, this is funny, bro.
Because I'm fucking I embrace my silver and black. I'm not dyeing my shit. Come on.
Yo, this is hilarious, bro. Booty is more important than food. It's more important than water.
That's what he says. That's exactly what he said. Chris Handsome. I call you Chris Handsome.
Oh, my God. Toasty says, sister company to Raiders, Locked On Raiders, with guest Cortez Kennedy on the show. Q, the host, said, this JPJ concern is to prepare in case JPJ gets hurt. I said the same thing for the past how many lives?
I did see that live earlier this morning. Like, I don't know how the hell I'm doing this right now. I slept 2 hours, woke up, and I felt fine. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just go on a little earlier, and whenever we finish, I'll take my nap.
Hammer out here rocking out for the nation, man. Salute to my guy, putting it sleep deprived and all. Still showing up,
y'all, man. I said that shit the other day. Like, y'all keep me going. There's no way. There really shouldn't be any fucking reason that I am not on a couple of days a week moving forward. And obviously I'll be here on Sundays. Like, looking at we gained almost 60 new subs in the last week since we came back with Dylan Lauby and have been doing consistent lives. Right now, we're 22 away from 10,300. The goal this season by season's end is $15K. I'm not fucking around this year.
Talk.
He said, salute to Hammer. He saw a waste to fall asleep on the live and said, I could do that shit too. God damn.
Yo, when I see Wasted start to do this,
You know he's cooked.
when that motherfucker blink twice, I already know what time it is. It's like, oh, look what the hell I did.
Blink twice if you need help.
Yo,
Yes, he's on. I do.
I
Even as a return man, I see Dylan Lowry making this team.
MTV says, I can't wait to watch some Raider football, especially with the new era of Raiders that looks promising. My son has a good Raiders team to grow up with. I love that,
awesome.
MTV Junior. Salute to you on the $5 special. I appreciate you, my brother. Salute to my dog, Leon, who has been around since literally day one. And Zon, I do have Dylan making the team as a special teams guy and on the back end of that running back group as well. This show has improved so much since day one. Graf not in the closet live anymore. God is good. For those who don't know what Leon is talking about, I used to be live at work. I used to go in the closet and do lives or do shows, at work during the pandemic and even before the pandemic. So, yeah, salute to Leon. He's been around since day one for sure. What do you want me to investigate tomorrow at camp? Everything, LV.
Facts.
Everything. Send us every update that you got. You know what's so funny about LV? LV literally sent everything to Instagram, everything that was going on. I got videos and pictures that I didn't even uploaded that LV sent. So, LV, everything, my brother. And once again, you're going to be the first person I call when I finally get out there to Vegas. I know you're tired of hearing about it. He's like, man, whatever. I don't believe that shit anymore. I will be out there very soon. Stay tuned. Let me see. Salute to my brother on the $2 smackaroonie, man. Leon, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. S. Dot. Hey, okay, we agree on something. Then when it's a shoe-in for our favorite team. I love it. I love it. Let me see.
What the hell? Leaky, what the fuck happened? What am I missing? Because obviously I'm not paying attention to mine right now. What the fuck happened?
LV, can you find Jake? Oh my God, Helen. DeMarcus says pandemic graph was a monster. Pulling up on Vegas for the Saints game with no fans. Bro, I did my So Nation video out there with no fans.
Empty parking lot.
Yeah, we made it work. We made it work. I got you, LV. I got you, big bro. John Bailey, I already know my guy says I believe it when I see it, Grab. Every time we get out there, we link up with John as well and kick it with him. He always meets us.
Cigar, damn it.
Bro, I haven't slept. Only Raider content keeps me up. Salute to my guy, pause.
Hey, yo.
Omni says, I've been subbed to this channel since it was only music. Talk, Omni, talk. People don't realize we had millions of views already on this channel before we mentioned the Raiders one time. And we only had like 700 subscribers. So definitely.
Yeah, that's a leaky. That's a bot. That's a mod bot. I think I got to make some changes on that. You might have put a link or something in there that they probably said like, nah, you can't do that. I'll fix that shit. My apologies, bro.
Let me see. Just noticed the pause. Yeah, you should have noticed it beforehand, brother. Salute to our brother Ty Davis, man.
Herm Edwards say, "Don't press send." You shouldn't have
Don't press send. Once again, you guys, we're waiting here for the presser. Kolton Miller, Aiden O'Connell, Jacorian Bennett, and Darian Porter. Going to be some interesting talk here. I want to see what Jack Rabbit has to say. Definitely want to hear Kolton coming off that big extension, pause if necessary. And I want to hear what Aiden O'Connell has to say, because I know the whole word around town is that he's looking really good out there as the backup quarterback. Oh, that is dope. That is dope. You love to see that. And you know who loved Rod Marinelli? Max Crosby. Love Rod Marinelli. Mutation. Salute to you, bro. I didn't know that. That's dope, man. That's dope. Raider races.
Yo, Big Mike.
Bang zoom. Hey, Mike, that show is canceled on Friday, man.
Come on out, Hammer. You know you love it. I do, to an extent.
Right,
to an extent. And if I could, I would live out there, bro.
Where?
Vegas.
Man, you don't belong in Vegas, bro.
Look, I think I
You're,
belong in the West.
you're a New Yorker at heart, man.
No, I think, honest to God, as many times as I've been out there, I do feel like I belong on the West Coast. Like, I love you guys out there. I love your energy. Like, y'all are just
until you
different.
live out there. Until you live out there full time.
I don't know. I love it out there, though, bro. Really do.
Yeah, man. Until you're just riding around in your nice whip and you just hear, "What's up, blood?"
Glad I don't wear red like I used to. I'm glad I don't wear red like I used to when I was a
Then
kid.
you're like, whoa. Let me get back to New Jersey, man. This shit, they tweak it out here, man.
I started my nonprofit with nothing more than a commitment to help people. 15K with your level of commitment is easy work for you. Keep grinding. I appreciate you, Simple. Thank you, bro. He said move to Dallas. Yo. Funny enough, my cousin is moving to Houston. We just had that talk.
You know, Big Mike got some news, right?
Yeah, you guys both told me.
Yeah, Big Mike got some news. So, yeah, man.
It's too hot. I'm gonna stay my happy ass in the Northeast. That humidity is fucking. That humidity up here is a bitch. That dry heat that feels like nothing.
Oh, it's gonna happen again, Raider Queen. When we start doing those games, those bots are gonna pop in crazy.
God,
all the what the AIDS guy, and then
but then the NFL shit too. When we do the game,
yeah, it's crazy, bro, crazy. Derek says 916 to the 408. Love it. I used to live in the 408. Love it. Salute to San Jose. East side.
They scream out blood and Wasted rolls up his windows and locks his doors. God damn.
Tully Road. Let me see. Tell him, Graf, that Mets hat means something different out here, bro. Factory. You know what's crazy?
If I lived out there, you would see me in Dodger blue left and right.
Hey, Omni, you know what's so crazy is Big Mike's gonna hate me for this. Big Mike is supposed to be moving. Well, he is. Big Mike, I'm doing it, bro. It is what it is. Big Mike is moving to Dallas in June. I'm the one breaking the news, Mike. It is what it is. You know why? Because you told me to come out the closet. So guess what? Big Mike is coming to Dallas.
He told you to what?
He said, remember, he said, I'm happy that you came out the closet. So Big Mike is moving here in June. And what's funny is me and my family are supposed to relocate back west in June. So wouldn't that be just the shit? I get one of my brothers finally in Dallas, and then I'm on my way out. So it's crazy work out here, man. Nasty, disgusting, terrible work. Terrible work. But, God may have a different plan for me. We shall see. But, yeah, man. He said, nah, you're not relocating, bro. Yeah, man. Let me see. Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna cut you watch. God damn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's funny.
Facts.
See, the thing is, Don, that they didn't realize was I was a manager. So I could do whatever the hell I wanted to. So I was literally the facilities manager. So
this is what Graf used to say when he was at that job.
And you can't do what I do.
There you go. Is my Wi-Fi still good, bro?
Bro, you're good. We gotta fix that before Thursday too, bro.
Let me get rid of some of these windows. Oh, you know what? I wanted to bring this up while we're waiting, right?
Yeah.
Madden, top 10 tight ends. Ratings.
We're gonna mention that before.
George Kittle, number 1, 98. Travis Kelce, number 2, 93. Trey McBride, Kelce, number 2. Trey McBride, number 3, 92. Mark Andrews, number 4, 91. Brock Bowers, number 5, 90. Disgusting.
You gotta put some respect on his name, man.
How
That
is
shit really
Brock
pisses me
number
off.
5? Like, what are we doing, bro? He's the best tight end in football. Are you fucking kidding me? Look, if they had him at number 2 behind Kittle, I wouldn't be upset. But number 5 and behind Mark Andrews, come on, what are we doing here?
And Max is ranked 4th with a rating of 96. He's tied with they're tied for 3rd. He's tied with TJ Watt. They both had 96.
Yeah, which I can live with that. With that. I'm not upset about that.
Yeah.
But salute the Raider King 510 on becoming a member as well. We appreciate you, my brother, so much. If you guys want to become members, man, hit the link. It's pinned up top on both sides. DeMarcus says, Graf and Hammer, what are your favorite live streams of all time? Mine was the NFL draft and y'all reaction to drafting Genty. We all family and this team gives us headaches, but we're all hyped collectively. I got too many, man. I got too many. You know what? It's a bunch of Shieldmore. Guaranteed a bunch of Shieldmore shows. But I got to say one show. Oh, here we go. Is it there, Mumford? Oh, shit. Hold on.
It's been way different for the past 3 or 4 years I've been here. Like, for real, like, everybody's competing, everybody's ready to work. Nobody's coming here tired. Yeah, everybody's coming here sore, but that's part of the game. But we come here every day to come to work every day. Excuse my language.
Where does that come from? Would you say is it Pete Carroll setting that tone, or
me personally? I really do think it's because of Pete Carroll. I personally think like when it starts from the head coach, it trickles down to the captains, to the people that've been here for a little bit. Man, like Pete Carroll. And plus, like, I want to get this out there right now. He did not elbow me in my face. Okay, he did not. But Pete's a great guy, great father figure, great person to talk to.
Move the mouse.
I love him for that.
He didn't elbow you, but did he actually pin you?
False.
No, he did not. I'm putting that out there right now. No, he did not.
In terms of health, how has someone like Kolton Miller been an asset to you as you progress in your own game and learning from him?
Man, big cap. I can't give him enough praise, man. Just from everything he had to go through from this past off season to actually still coming to work every day, not really blink two eyes about it. For me, that shows a lot about his character, And we as offensive line, for myself, we can't give him enough praise for that.
It's a big statement though from John Spytek when he pays his guys. What will you talk about for fans who don't understand it? Why is that such a big deal to the guys in the locker room that the team takes care of their guys?
Yeah. The reason why is because I only know Spytek for like a couple months, but I can tell for sure that if he really likes you and really likes how you work, he's going to keep you here. And, that's for everybody, though. And Pete's the same way. Everybody wants to be here. Everybody wants to get the 53-man spot, of course. But, our motto is to keep competing every day.
You moved around a little bit this offseason, guard and tackle and stuff like that. Was that something where you went to them or did they come to you?
Fair enough for y'all.
It was kind of like a mixed thing. I didn't really care like where I lined up at. If I'm at right guard, left guard, right tackle, left tackle, it don't matter. As long as I can do my part to help the team win, that's all I want to do. I want to be there for my teammates and help us get to the playoffs and hopefully one day the Super Bowl, of course.
Yeah, a lot of first and second year players on the line. How do you think they're coming along, the young guys?
Man, to be honest, with them, they've grown up so much, especially like the rookies. Like they came in open eye, didn't know what to do, but we had to sit there and tell them like, "Hey, calm down, you'll be just fine." It's nothing too much about it. Like, just go out there and work. Just be yourself. Don't be somebody that you're not.
Anybody in the trenches, offensive line, defensive line, you feel like, wow, like you leveled up since just being with them?
To be honest, everybody did. Just since I've been here, a couple of people that brought up to me that's caught my eye was AB and a little bit of Tyree. Tyree still got a long way to go, but to be honest, like I still want him to get better. I still want to see it with AB. AB's been that dog ever since he got here, and he stepped up another level too. Like right now, like if Max is up here, like AB's like literally right under him. So I put him in that category.
Talked about how Duke moved around a lot. We've seen Jackson Powers-Johnson moving around a bit. What about his game? I know he thrives as a guard at times too.
His game he's just strong, very, very strong. He wants to compete. He wants to learn. You know, like sometimes, like yeah, like if we have our down days, of course, but with him, he'll get through it with ease. I have no problem with him with that. And no go blue. And no go blue. No.
You said that you like to move around and just to do whatever you can to help the team win.
Yep.
But just how important to just show how valuable you are to be like, I can do all these things for you.
Man, to me, it's very important for me for it's like my personal stuff. But same time, man, I talk to Max every day about it. Like I want to play. I want to like contribute a little bit more than I did in past years than ever because I'm tired of sitting on the sidelines and if we lose, we lose. Like oh whoa, but I want to compete and win.
I guess how good do you feel about the offseason you had to be able to put yourself in position?
To be honest with me, I feel a lot better. I feel a lot more stronger, a little bit more twitchier, of course. But I feel like I can be a very good asset for this team.
What's the motivation heading into the season? Like, what's your mindset?
Let's get there. Let's take one step at a time. You can't really think about it, think ahead too much about it because if you do, you go downhill and you got to go back uphill, and it's hard to do that too. And so if you stay on that steady incline, we'd be good.
Mumford likes he's in really good shape too.
What's your assessment of Ashton so far?
Freak of nature. I love him. He shuts up, puts his head down, and goes to work. He competes. He gets hit by our veteran linebackers a lot, but look, that he gets right back up and keeps going, and that's one thing I love about him.
I know when running backs when they go on to like have his offensive line takes a lot of pride.
Yeah.
You guys thinking about that at all? Like we want to do our part to have Ashton do something special.
It's not just Ashton, man. It's like whoever's behind us, or whoever's throwing that rock or holding that ball or catching the ball. Either like we want to do our part just to. My bad. We want to do our part to make sure.
Bro got sweat in his eyes like crazy.
You know, we don't want them to feel like they get hit on time and not have trust in us. We want them to trust us enough.
The running game wasn't what you guys hoped.
Salute to Zion.
As you kind of think about that, like, is it like fire you up to be like, we have to do our part to make sure that it's better this year?
To be honest, like it's just the fact. Last year was last year's like coaching staff, of course. We love them. We still love them to this day. But it's just like some of the stuff we ran was not the right call sometimes. But I feel like with Chip, he knows what to run and knows how to put us in a better position to make the good plays and make the big, huge runs and actually have like more play action just to make sure like we get the deep balls going as well. You know, and to be honest, man, like even though Chip got like a little bad name for himself from his earlier days, but I respect him a lot. He works hard on what he does. He loves what he does. He loves us too, so that's all that matters.
Does that make it easier for you guys to do your job in terms of like having that confidence and that belief that hey, the coordinator or whoever may be is going to make the right call?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like with Chip, he talks to us and says like we got to run this, and it's like all right, we got you. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, let's figure it out. And we're not just sitting here pointing fingers at each other. We're here to like bring each other up and push each other forward too, because not every team's like this either, you know. And shit, I've been on a couple teams that's like that you point at them and they get down their dumps, and the next day they go to crap, of course. But man, just culture is different, very different. All right, Eddie.
I was about to say, he's trying to run the fuck out of there.
Yeah, for sure. Thayer Mumford, you guys. Thayer Mumford. 2 shows I want to mention, you guys. Me and Hammer interviewing a drunk Phil Villapiano. That shit was hilarious. Me, Hammer, and Andy, we did a whole watch party for a game, and Hammer was live from Bar A. Phil was there out of his mind. We love Phil. Phil was my dude, but he was tapped out. That was the funniest interview ever. Another one was, I have to put this one up there. Me, Samoan, Mitch, Honcho, Sanjeet. That was one of my favorite shows because you don't see all those guys, you know what I mean? Like some Mount Rushmore type content creators all on one show. I'm talking about outside of Shieldmore shows. That to me was like a sign of we're all here, we're all together. I love that show. And then, I mean, the first Stu show, because we introduced Stu back to the nation. And that was just so great because our brother has loved every second of his life since then. I spoke to him today as well. Stu was okay. He sent me a text this morning. He's good to go. But also, man, what else? We got some other while we're waiting for the next player to pull up. We had some great. The Too Short interview that I got a chance to do was dope. All the player interviews, that's just kind of easy. Darian Porter.
He look like a younger.
Since you got with the Raiders.
He looks like a younger
there's
Cam
been a lot of
Newton.
improvement.
He does.
Obviously working with Coach Woods,
Or even
Coach
be like,
Carroll, and
hey, granddad.
all the rest of the guys. They're giving me a lot of valuable information to be an NFL corner, and I'm just trying to soak in as much as I can and put everything together as quickly as possible.
I thought you had a very good OTA minicamp season, but I think it's gone up exponentially with pads. Is that just because of the physicality of your game, or is it just becoming easier?
I think the physicality helps me out, obviously being a bigger cornerback, but, gaining confidence, being out there.
NBA young man.
Other guys, it's getting better every day. And I feel better with each coming practice and just looking forward to the next one.
You really noticed that battle with Dante today, your rook on rook, his speed, your physicality. Will you talk about that battle? How much you enjoy it?
Yeah, a receiver like Dante gives you a unique challenge. He's 6'5", but runs a 4.3. So, you got to be on your P's and Q's with him. But, he's the receiver that I need to go against, who's big, he's strong, but he also can run. Those are the kind of guys that, I think I could really make a living shutting down in the league.
Ooh. Doing a lot of reps for months. What do you think it is that the coaches are?
I think just being ready every day. I try to, put my best foot forward, and whether it's in meetings, trying to soak up as much information as I can, and try to be the guy out there at practice. So.
Along those lines, running with the ones, they didn't ease you in. They were like, "Hey, we're throwing you to the fire." Is that the way you wanted it?
Absolutely. The only way to get better is to keep practicing. So it was a bit intimidating at first, but now I embrace it every single day.
Well, us talking to you like this, just a nice guy, but on that field, you show some feisty, let's just say feisty spirit. Talk about that side. What flips when you get on the field?
I can be your friend in the locker room, but on the field, I don't have to be your friend. But once practice is over, we can go back to normal. But
come on,
between the lines, it's football, and any football player knows how that goes. So it just is what it is.
You said after you were drafted that you still felt you had a lot to prove. Like, how have you kind of ramped that up in your own personal self as you go out there on the field with that mindset, keeping in mind that hey, I'm not your friend on the field.
Just recognizing that every day at practice is a new opportunity. Regardless of how the last one went, everyone's looking to get better. The receivers are looking to challenge you. We're looking to challenge them. So, nothing's ever personal, but at the end of the day, we're gonna make each other better.
What is it that you do, kind of just to challenge yourself daily, with just being here at NFL level, for college and transfer into that mindset?
I think for me personally, just my biggest challenge is to be the best I can be every single day. And, whatever it is I may need to work on any given day, something I'm noticing at practice, just trying to attack that and then, carry it into the next practice.
Question off the topic of training camp, Hall of Fame games, and Eric Allen, a former Raider, all-time great, of course, being honored this weekend and being inducted. How do those guys who come before you kind of inspire you to make this franchise what it's known for?
They kind of like you said, they kind of pave the way for people like us to step in, and they show you what it takes to be great in the NFL. They show you
Eric Allen
what great teams look like, and they show you what success
looks like.
And obviously,
was Porter even alive
learning
when
from
Eric
them
Allen
what it
played?
takes, and just trying to do everything.
Probably not.
Following their footsteps and honor this franchise.
Tonight, that means games are coming up, like for real for you guys.
Right.
How ready would you be right now to just play in an NFL game?
Kick it off. I'll be ready. Yes, sir.
What's it been like matching up with Jacoby? What have you learned from matching up with him and everything?
He's savvy. He's been in the league a long time, and with that time comes a lot of knowledge, and he knows how to release, he knows how to get open, but it's helpful going against a veteran like that that's so smart, that has so much experience, because now it really forces you to kind of learn from him and then see be on your game too.
From draft day to today, being in this building around these guys, these coaches, everyone else, where have you made the biggest strides?
I think
just the mental part of it, the confidence, it can be kind of daunting coming into the NFL, as a rookie, especially at the cornerback position. But, with the guys that I have in the room, with the coaches that I have, and with the, the practices, the continued practices, I think confidence is getting better by the day.
Which of the vets have kind of helped you with the mentorship the most so far?
I mean, our whole room has been great, specifically for the corners, Eric Stokes, JB, DCam, Sam Webb, we all, they're all really great mentors. But Jeremy Chin, Lonnie Johnson, Isaiah, for the whole DBs, they've been really helpful. They've been great. And not just me, but all other rookies too,
This is the old guy at 26. that's kind of weird. Like, it's a very young room. Like,
It is.
Do you feel that being in there?
For sure. But, it brings a lot of
Hey,
energy.
you do not have to say it a million times, bro.
Everyone's kind of looking to prove themselves. So it breeds a lot of really good, healthy competition in that room too. So.
What's been the most difficult aspect so far? Is it the speed on the field?
One more time, you're getting cooked.
So far.
I think, yeah. I think adjusting, the speed physically, no, but like everything speeds up mentally. So mentally, you have to process things, see things a little faster. I think that was the biggest challenge. But it's the game starts to slow down a little bit once you get continued reps with it.
Let's do one more.
Very important, man. A lot of confidence there. Hammer, I like that. I think that Pete Carroll is instilling that. Like, I took you in the third round. You're my first corner that I've ever drafted, with first time working with the Raiders. I mean, look, the expectations are kind of high for Darian Porter, man. A guy that, went from the wide receiver position to the corner position, and Pete invested some early draft capital in. This kid sounds like Pete has been in his ear a ton. Like, honestly.
We talked about changing the culture, right? There's proof right there.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited, man. I love to see these young kids come into the league and have that kind of confidence. Like for him to say, I'm shutting shit down, like pretty much in a nutshell, that's beautiful. It's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Salute to our guy, Darian Porter. Once again, you guys, we still have Kolton Miller and we still have Jacorian Bennett.
We're supposed to have Aiden O'Connell too.
Oh, Aiden as well. Raider King 510. I want to see what we look like when the season starts. I've been a Raiders fan since I was 7. I will be 58 in September. Raiders for life. Salute to my guy, Raider King 510. Appreciate you, brother. Me as well. Salute to you. Go ahead, bro.
To answer the question before, like my favorite lives, the very first time the Four Horsemen got together, the very first live we all did together, and that's when Fieldmore happened, because we all were like, this is fucking a great show, like we need to do this regularly. And then our very first draft in Vegas at Ahern, like
that was dope.
It was fucking phenomenal. And then the shows that we did at the shows we've done at Bar A.
Yeah, Bar A was
always
dope
a great
too.
time. Always a great time with you guys. Packing out that bar as well. It's just memories that I will cherish forever, realistically.
And it's crazy because we're only 4 and 5 years into this. It feels like we've been doing it for 20 years.
I was hella like, and I don't think I've ever said this live anyways. Like, I was hella nervous the very first time we did that show in Vegas. Like walking into that hotel
scary
room,
ass. So
walking
scary.
into the hotel, like where we did the show, and then seeing like our logos and stuff all over the LED boards and shit. I'm just like, yo, this is real. Like, I never thought I was gonna get into this. I never thought I'd be a content creator ever.
Hey man, that was the superstar red carpet layout out there. Salute to the Ahern, man. Definitely had us out there lit. Big Mike says, I was doing laundry, minding my damn business when y'all formed Showmore for the first time. Oh man. Future. I love that. Right, like you're talking about locking down D. Thornton, future legends. Is iron. I love it. I love it. Mon Dizzy, that definitely was the day, and my wife is definitely to blame for that. So yeah, we used to love reminding Hammer about the twerk session, but now we don't do it anymore. My wife didn't even know she was setting bro up for life.
God damn.
It's all good. That was a great, what, 3 days?
Yeah.
we covered the draft.
Yep.
Fan or anything?
Hey, look how skinny Aiden is, bro.
Tough it out.
Aiden, first I want to talk
Wow.
your body looks different. Your release looks faster.
that
It doesn't even look like the same guy we've got to see. Would you talk about your body and your release?
Yeah, just it was a great off season. I think I really enjoyed getting to work. I stayed here. Me and my wife stayed here during the off season, and really enjoy working out in the facility with coaches, familiar faces. So it's a credit to the strength staff, nutrition, trainers, everyone that's involved.
I know you're still learning the system, but what do you like about
Alex
what
Guerrero.
Greg Olson brings to the game as well? Not just Chip Kelly's offense, but what it's like working with Greg Olson.
Yeah, Oli and Chip both have been super fun to work with. It's been, in the room with Oli every day has been a real joy. We're both Boilermakers. He coached at Purdue for a little while, so just been a great relationship so far, and bouncing ideas off each other, the other quarterbacks as well. It's been, like you said, fun to learn the system, but also fun to learn them and kind of pick their brain and see what they like.
Pete said the other day that he has as much confidence in you backing up Geno as he did Geno backing up Russell. What's that tell you about their confidence level? Obviously out there, they're very, very comfortable with you.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed my time so far with the new staff, and obviously been through a lot of changes around here over the last few years, and this has been super enjoyable for me to have this staff come in and kind of implement their culture. So just trying to do my best to work hard to push Geno to be the best teammate I can to both him and the rest of the guys.
What's your assessment of Geno up close, his talent on the field, and then him as a leader? What have you seen?
Yeah, both have been super impressive. I think maybe one of the more impressive quarterbacks I've ever been around in both of those areas, both on the field, skill-wise. He can move around, throw accurately, super smart. And then leadership, he knows how to talk to the guys. He knows how to lead by example as well. So really have really tried to soak in as much information as possible from him. He's
I love
great
that,
to
man.
me, been
I
open.
love
He
that.
enjoys, like I talked about before, bouncing ideas off each other. So it's been a super enjoyable relationship.
I said when they signed Geno, this could be a real blessing for you because he's kind of followed your similar career path. How much does it help that you're not his enemy, or he wants to help you?
Hondo couldn't wait to ask this dude questions.
Yeah, I hope he's not my enemy. But no, it's been super enjoyable. I think, like I said, just to bounce ideas off each other. He's been around the game for a long time, has learned a lot of different things, a lot of different systems. He's some things that, he's talked about over and over again are even still new to me. And so it's been fun he'll say something in the meeting and I'll check back with him, like, what did you mean by that? Or, explain that to me. And yeah, he's been open at every step to helping me out and supporting me. So it was really all you can ask for.
Seems like you've established a rapport with Jack Bash. We've seen you complete a ton of passes. Dan, what do you like about him as a receiver?
Yeah, Jack is super savvy receiver, I think. Did a great job the break from OTAs to camp, really diving into the playbook and starting to understand, we asked him to play a few different positions and do a few different things. And so for him, it's just, I know it not too
That's what
long
Dante
ago,
was
being a
saying on the
rookie,
show.
just try to learn as much as possible and soaking in the information and try to execute as good as possible. He does a really good job of feeling underneath routes and then over the top as well. He's got really good feel.
How is Geno hooked as far as knowing what Pete has fixed?
Yeah, I think he's been obviously the guy that's been around Pete the longest in the organization. And so, we'll see stuff or hear stuff that Pete does and kind of bounce off Geno and see, is that, what's Pete expecting? What does he want? What's he trying to get after? And so really to implement the culture Pete's trying to implement, I think Geno is crucial to that, not only in the quarterback room, but the whole offense and the entire team.
And how has Kolton Miller just impacted?
AOC is 26. He'll be 27 September 1st.
Yeah, definitely happy for Kolton. I think we're all really rooting for that, for him and for his family. I think he deserves it. He's a super steady presence for us. He's a large human being who, but is really just a steady anchor for us. He's not very loud, but he plays really, really hard. I think because he's not loud, sometimes you kind of might forget about him. But if you watch the tape, he plays so hard for his teammates. And, it's a guy that we really love having in the locker room.
Going back to rookie receivers, just what's it like for you to get the ball to Dante Thornton Jr.?
Yeah, Dante's a dynamic player. I think, right when we drafted him, we were, texting the quarterback group chat, like, hey, this could be someone who could really, really rely on. And I think he's shown us that. Again, it's hard to come in as a rookie. He has to do a lot of different things to learn a playbook that's extensive. And so Dante's done a great job of jumping in. Obviously, he's had some splash plays here in camp, and that's what we're going to expect from him.
It would appear that this is probably one of your best camps. You know what to expect. Is that perception accurate?
Yeah, I think I'm definitely more comfortable this camp. I think each year there's been a progression. Obviously, it's still a new playbook, and so a little bit feels like the first year again, where you're just trying to learn new things, and you're hearing Chip talk about them for the first time. But I think I really like this system. Again, we talked about in the quarterback room with Nate and Ole, both have helped me out a bunch, and so yeah, I really enjoy where I'm at right now, and
Raiders working on Jacoby's deal right now.
What you've seen so far from Ashton Genty, how he helps open up the offense a little bit, and just as a rookie, how he's leading the game.
Yeah, I think Ashton, obviously, everybody knows his talent, but I think his maturity, his toughness have really been on display, especially with the pads on. He's had a couple plays where he's picking up blitzes or getting hit pretty hard in the run game and still finishing the run. And so I've been really impressed about his toughness, his ability to bounce back. And then, he's very mature. He's kind of quiet, but he understands. He's picking up the plays very fast, and it's impressive to see.
Thanks, Aiden.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Aiden.
Yes, you guys. I just went over to Twitter. Ian Rappaport has put it out there. Jacoby and the Raiders are in talks for a potential extension, which is great. They got Kolton out the way. Looks like they're going to get Jacoby figured out, and then they move on to Daniel Carlson. And then all of our guys are under contract. So this is a great, man, it's a great offseason, man. Spytech is cooking with just fish grease at this point, man. Mutation, man. Appreciate
They
you.
actually changed who's supposed to be at the podium for for the presser. They took Jacorian Bennett off, at least on the YouTube end. They edited it, I guess, during this presser. So now the only person that's supposed to be left as of right now is Kolton Miller. They removed Jacorian Bennett off of the title.
So they may have just added Munford, took Jacorian off, and now putting Kolton in. Okay.
What
do you think about that, though, real quick? Before we get to it, what do you think about that? And simple, we appreciate you, brother. Like that, this is why we do this. This is why we do this. For somebody like me to be able to do this for a living, this is why we do it. I found Shieldmore after my surgery, watched you guys, content during my 2 weeks recovery. Y'all have no idea how you touch people's lives. That means a lot to me, brother. Like real talk. That means everything. Salute to my guy. Simple as F. I don't think you guys were in the mix of just trading Jacorian right now because he's not showing up to the presser. They may have, something may have happened, but I don't think that they're just going to trade him just because he's not the presser anymore. So, hey, Hammer, be careful. Tornado warnings out there.
So we're supposed to be getting thunderstorms. We're supposed to get rain up until tomorrow. I'm probably going to leave the house a little earlier than normal to get to work, just because I know the one road that I take has that flooding, and there he is.
Kolton, baby.
I think I'm buying lunch for everybody.
What do you feel like? You obviously expressed you wanted to be a Raider for life back in June. It came to fruition. How does it feel? Taking a step in that direction.
No, it feels great. I'm so glad. Obviously, process has been a little bit ongoing, but I'm so glad it's finally here and done. And it's one less distraction, and I'm so pumped to continue onward to being a Raider. I'm really juiced.
Was there any worry that it wasn't going to get done, or do you feel like it was going to eventually work its way out?
No, I mean, both sides. I kept showing up, and communication was great. So I'm real glad how it turned out. And but now it's like, okay, that during training camp, getting it done, obviously was a little extra wrinkle, but I'm glad it's done now finally, and we can get back to work.
It sends a big message to the team that they want to re-sign their guys. I know it's you, but would you talk about what that means to an NFL player? Take fans inside that locker room when they take care of and reward their guys.
No doubt. You show it. I think the team sees
it's
it.
The
you
big
put in the
call.
work. You show up, and it's all about buying in and keep buying in each year, because nothing's given. You have to keep earning it each day. So I think it sends a great message to the team and the organization that they take care of their guys.
Where they made you feel like something was going to get done, or was this just like a complete
No, again, it's again, we had
There's
communication. My agent, Jeremy, and Spytech, they had great communication and were able to get a deal done. So no, I'm happy.
Longest tenured guy on the team. What does that mean to you, and that you're having another few years here?
Yeah, still longest tenured. No, it's I'm so glad to be a Raider, and like I said, I want to be a Raider for life. So I'm living it, and I'm happy to get back to work.
Talk, Cole, talk.
Jordan Meredith is a guy that's been in the building for a while now. Kind of gets overlooked a little bit.
Jordan Meredith.
Talk about what he brings to the table, having a good year, and then now moving to center.
Yeah, no, he. I remember last offseason, he was here every day, putting in work, and you could see the steps he's been taking. He's been in the league for a while now, and I think now he's really showing up. He showed up last year, that's for sure. You know, he got his chance. He stepped up, and seeing him progress has been really cool. And I just hope he continues progressing and see where he goes.
Kolton, was there a moment, like a specific moment for you that kind of really solidified the want to be a Raider for life?
The moment, I think, well, I look back to getting signed here,
To my brother Ira in the
8
building,
years ago,
man. Ira.
I think, I'm from Sacramento, lived in California my whole life, went to UCLA. So now I'm so happy to be here in Vegas, continuing my journey here in Vegas for the time being. So no, I'm so juiced.
You've seen a lot. It's like the longest.
Juiced.
Like we're
Talk.
Your franchise has been through so much. You've seen so many coaches, so many things off field. What's kept you believing in the franchise?
I've been saying the same thing. I trust in this organization and trust in Pete and the guys, the group we have. It was an easy decision, and my heart's still in it, and I'm going to keep fighting and clawing, and we're after for some fucking wins. Sorry, excuse my language. We're after some wins this season, so no, I'm excited to go get it.
How would you say the offensive line is coming along so far?
Really good. Yeah, we have a lot of guys returning, and there's a sense of maturity, especially maturity from the young guys. Young guys are pushing the old guys, and they're older guys. So it's been real cool to see, and the pads have come on. But
He got that guarantee money
there has
instead.
been
Fuck!
progression. So we keep carrying it over and keep getting better. It's been real cool to see.
Especially with the new coaching staff, how valuable was it to go to mini camp and now training camp and not hold out?
I'm sorry.
How valuable was to get mini camp and training camp and not hold out with the new coaching staff?
Oh no, yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that's a great part. You're missing all this great work. Each day is an opportunity, and I feel like if you're not in it, if you're not doing that, you're taking a step back, and it's really not. It's not helping you or what you're trying to do. So I'm glad this all worked out, and I wouldn't want to do it any other way.
What is your mindset to be able to see the younger players that are pushing you, and then on top of that, trying to also be a mentor to some of them?
Yeah, no, it's coach always talks about how to be a great teammate, and that's being unselfish and pushing each other, pushing the guy across from you, helping young guys, just pouring in, because what it does, it pours into the team and gets everybody better, and that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to compete. We're trying to get the best out of each other each day. So no, share everything, push each other, and that's what it's all about.
There's been a lot of talk of the guys to be the last Oakland Raider, and a couple of guys before you, Max Crosby and AJ Colson, they got their deals, and so they felt like they were ahead in that. Now you got yours. What does it mean to you with regard to your camaraderie with your teammates to be the last Oakland?
Yeah, no, it's family, camaraderie, brotherhood. To be able to continue that journey with the Oakland boys, it's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. We saw JPJ taking.
She's at work, Dizzy.
At guard today. You played alongside him when he was playing left guard last year. What does he bring to the table?
At guard, regardless, center, guard, physicality, emotion, a finish to him. He's so dynamic. He can being able to do both. Having a lot of the guys be able to do both is big. So wherever he's placed, he makes an impact, a big impact. So it's been awesome to see for all the guys. So wherever he's placed, watch out.
A couple more guys. What have you seen out of Ashton Jixon so far, hitting the holes and running outside or running back?
Facts, Ty.
Oh, he brings you could see it in OTAs and what has transpired now to full pads. His ability, his sight, his balance. Him and along with the other running backs, they've been really great at scheme wise, hitting the holes.
Supposed
he's
to ask that.
such a dynamic back and physical. It's been really cool to see.
AJ Cole's big ticket purchase after his extension with re-landscaping his lawn. I'm wondering what your big ticket purchase.
You know what? I haven't been. I signed last night. I got to bed and woke up and was ready to work. So I haven't. It still really hasn't hit me yet. So I'm just kind of focused on today. Yeah,
It was good.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Yep.
Salute to S. Dot on the $10 special. Appreciate you, brother, as always. Salute to Kolton Miller also. That is the end of the presser right there, you guys. I don't think that any other player is going to step up to the podium. I think they saved the best for last today. Kolton coming off that extension last night. Great presser, man. Excited, got that guaranteed money. Start dropping F-bombs. You love it. You love it. Salute to Kolton Miller. Man. And S-Dot says, I'm so happy we have Thornton to bomb over defenses. Now we're going to open up the whole AFC West teams and sweep them and tell them to take that like Diddy, a bunch of bums. Talk, K. Miller, talk.
What if I said
Take it down, take it down, take it down.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. But great presser, man. Some good things out of Darian Porter, Mumford, Kolton Miller. Who else was there? It was Aiden O'Connell. Great. The relationship between him and Geno seems very solid. I mean, man, I'm excited, man. Just the energy with all these guys, bro. It just seems as though they're all just ready to go to battle together, man. They're ready to go to war together, right?
Yep.
You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like there's just one person, in this locker room that just seems kind of off and the energy's off. Now, once again, it's interesting. Jacorian didn't come to the podium today. But I don't think that I'm not going to look too much into that, you guys. We're already thin at the cornerback position. I know we brought in JT Woods, who's getting some reps also with the ones. But there's not enough depth there for us to just move on from Jacorian Bennett, who was our best corner last season before the shoulder injury. I'll kind of hold off, any speculation or anything, the what ifs and this and that with Jacorian. I'm going to pump the brakes a little bit. I think that this kid can still be a phenomenal asset for us out there at the cornerback position. So, and Ty, this is facts. They are saying that Woods looks really good out there. Former mid-round pick, third-round guy that, once again, really hasn't been able to put it all together with the Chargers, the Bears, and was he with the Seahawks as well? Hammer, I could have swore.
Who's this? JT?
Yeah, there was another team that he played for outside of the Chargers and the Bears. Was it Seattle? Let me see. I'm looking it up right now. So Chargers 2022, 2023, Philly practice squad, Bears practice squad, Seattle last year practice squad, and then this year practice squad with Seattle. And then we just picked them up recently. So love it, man. Love it. So if he balls out, great. That's a great problem to have. But
Jacorian did that side one like Thornton did the other day.
Did he?
That's what Justin the DJ said. Based on Jesse Merrick's tweet, it looks like Jacorian did speak. So it's probably that side one like Thornton
what they
did
did with Dante the other day. Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys, it looks like Jacorian did interview. Now, I'm gonna look and see if there's anything solid on that front. Let me see. Ryan was probably over there. Salute to Ryan McFadden over at ESPN. Also, he said that he didn't see Tyree Wilson on the field during team periods. I don't know what to make of that, but I'm looking. Let me see real quick, you guys, before we get out of here. I want to make sure.
Thank you, Frank. Appreciate you on becoming a new subscriber.
I'm looking. I don't see anything online about it, but I wouldn't be shocked. They've been doing this recently where they have other players do separate pressers as well. So we shall see. He said he was pooping. Yo, funny, man. Salute. We got almost 1,000 people still rocking with us. 2.5 hours in, you guys. Salute to you guys, the greatest chat in YouTube history. We appreciate you so much. Football tonight, you guys, the Hall of Fame game. Chargers, Lions. Get ready. Football is back. I know I'm about to order some wings, some pizzas. Get to it. I was going to say, you know what? Let me just go live for this game, but it's the Chargers. I'm never doing that. If it was the Lions and somebody else, I'm like, cool. But I'm not. The first game I cover of the season, I'm definitely not covering the Chargers. So a lot of people are asking me, do a live, do a live. No. The
I'd rather
first time
shit
you
in my
see
hands
me,
and clap, bro.
factory. So not doing it. But as always, man, salute to my brother Hammer. Get some rest before you gotta go to work, bro. 2 hours ain't gonna get it done. 2 jobs.
I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna eat something and just lay down and see if I fall asleep or not. But Nation, he just said it. We got almost 1,000 in here. We need another 21 for 10,300. Can we do that within the next few seconds? Like, we're definitely about to wrap this up. Like, let's get that shit done. I hear the thunder right now. And I looked out the blinds before. It's fucking dark and it is very windy. It's going to be a very, very interesting couple hours.
Yes. Go hit that subscribe button over on Hammer's channel, you guys. If one of the mods can put Hammer's link to the channel in the comments section. CGR says, great show. Thanks, Kings. Thank you, brother, for being here and patrolling the block, so to speak. Salute to CGR. Ty says, oh shit, my landlord just texted me about the weather. Man, you guys be careful up there, man. Be careful up there, real talk. It's been just nasty up there. It's been nasty up there in the Northeast, specifically in Jersey and New York. CGR put it right there, you guys. On the way out, go over there, hit the subscribe button. Join my brother and his channel. He puts on great content over there. And as always, you guys, I may be doing a double feature. I'm trying to see if the AFC West guys are going to pull up tonight. I know Ben has been out of town, so we're trying to see if we can put this thing together. If not, me and Big Mike will be live tomorrow, you guys. We're going to talk a ton about training camp and everything Raider related. So keep an eye on me and Big Mike tomorrow. And other than that, we got a few other shows lined up for the week as well. We're going to start off August with a bang. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button, wipe them feet, break them thumbs, hit that subscribe on both sides. And as always, man, we appreciate every single one of y'all. You guys have a blessed day. We are out.